You found us, and now you've got it. Season tickets, box seats, sideline pass. With the coach calling the shots, it's the Elite Sports Forum. The Elite Sports Forum, serving Suffolk County's sports community. It's about time. Get back in the game. Brought to you by Elite Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation. We build and heal champions.
Welcome to the Elite Sports Forum. I'm Greg Sarah of Newsday. I'll be your guest host for tonight's show. And with me, as always, Wayne Charant of West Islip and Andy Slauson of Newsday. Our guest tonight is Mike Hansen, the Connecticut varsity football coach. We'll have clips from field hockey, soccer, and, of course, from football games. We're going into the last week of the regular season. Who's going to make the playoffs? We'll be right back.
And in Division II, East Islip invades West Islip in perhaps Suffolk High School's best football rivalry. And quarterback Brian Johnson of East Islip throws to Brian Wynn early in the game.
And now we see the Lions come out. Quarterback Troy Chury throws that pass right there, gets him in. They seem to get the chains moving early this time, but a fumble. East Islip recovers.
And Joe Finger over the left side for East Islip gets some of his 165 yards on a day. And Johnson passes to Finger, who makes a great catch, but the defense was outstanding for both teams.
And it looks as if West Islip just had some trouble tackling some of the key players. That hurt him. And the pass up here for the touchdown, that one was to Mike Panessa from Troy Chury. 15 yards, extra point by Dan Glass is up and good, 7-0.
West Islip held East Islip, and Johnson gets the recovery. Joe Finger around the right side, sets up a fourth down, and Donnie Cornell cuts right, and he'll bounce back to the left. A 19-yard, beautiful touchdown run for Donnie Cornell. Joey Finger adds the extra point, and it's a 7-7 game at the half.
And now we come back in the second half. East Islip looking, but a pass deflected there. West Islip on the move. We see number 34, Mike Panessa, running. Another one here. He tried to get the ball close, but West Islip had trouble avoiding a few tackles.
West Islip had a great inside running game all day. There you see Troy Chury, the quarterback, on the option, and he gets good yardage down the right side. And here, Joey Finger of the Redmen in the third quarter. He breaks it over the right side, and Finger again goes 65 yards down the right sideline, and he puts East Islip up in this rivalry 13-7. And the final score was 14-7 Redmen.
It was a great game. West Islip, they're a good team, big rivalry. They came into this West Islip, they were 2-4, and it doesn't matter. It's going to be a great game no matter what.
And in Division II, Bellport travels to Center Reach.
And Bellport got on the board early. We see a run right there by number 5. This sets up the touchdown from Ruben Pagan. That one gets in there, and the 2-point conversion converted for an 8-0 lead.
Center Reach goes on the attack. Good yardage around the right side.
And now we see Bellport come back again. Another big run here. This one from Anthony Carpenter. He got the chains moving, getting downfield. As you see, he just gets those extra yards. That really counts and helps the team out.
And Charlie, Bellport pounded the ball early in this game. You see Breland Stewart, the quarterback, around the left side, knocked out at the 2.
And he gets him close. They were ended up set up there for another touchdown. But look at that great catch. Just barely getting his hands around it. And that run gets him in there close. Next pass up the middle. That one was to Anthony Carpenter from Breland Stewart. He gets the pedals going, getting him close. 14-0 at that point in the game. Another pass. Stewart looking to get in there. Couldn't get it up, but Matt Lester comes up with the pick. Turnover there.
Rondo flipping. Gets good yardage over the right side again for the Clippers. The Center Reach comes back. And a touchdown run by Michael West coming up. Puts Center Reach on the board at 14-7.
And the extra point up and good. So 14-7 at that point. We see how the rest of the game goes. The lateral there, this time getting a few extra yards. They really pressed. They didn't want to get down. It seems as if Center Reach had some trouble. Another run there by Pat Musingro. He's in there for the touchdown. And here we see the 2-point conversion. Musingro goes in, and 22-7, that's how it ended.
We come out here, though we're going to blow them out, but, they stayed with us most of the game. Came to the end, someone had stepped up. We all stepped up as offense, got the ball in the end zone. We kept the game intact. Came with the win.
You've all seen our banner at every game. You've seen our staff at the sidelines. You've seen our weekly television shows. But only a few of you have seen what elite sports medicine is really about. And that's the way we want it. Because those of you that know us better have been injured. And they'll tell you that knowing Elite is like having a doctor in the family. Dr. Frank Segreto, a board-certified orthopedic surgeon. And the last place he wants to see you is in the operating room. The only place he wants to see you is back in the game.
And in Division II, the mighty Bulldogs of North Babylon travel to Northport to play the Tigers before a capacity crowd. And All-State running back Jason Gwaltney gets the Bulldogs on the board early, and Eric Walter adds the extra point. It's 14-0 at that point. And Gwaltney is into the end zone once again, and he is just breaking record after record. And Ryan Lynch gets the INT for the Bulldogs and then throws a spectacular pass to Eric Walter, and that set up the 4th touchdown of the game for Jason Gwaltney, which broke the Long Island record for career touchdowns. He now has 79 career touchdowns, surpassing Barry Baker, who had 77 from 1995 to 1998 for North Babylon. And here you see TJ Sonnenberg cuts it over the left side, and he scampers 36 yards to the end zone, and the Bulldogs are up big in this one. And Gerald Overton catches the touchdown pass, and it's 36-0. It was all Bulldogs at the half, Charlie.
And Bulldogs, you know, they really came out hard. Jason Gwaltney had an all-out good day. But Northport, they had trouble offensively in the first half. You know, the second half, they were going to have to come out hard and do something early to get any points back on and have a chance at winning this game.
And here comes the mighty machine once again of North Babylon.
And a pass right there caught. Another one we see is if they got their offensive going, that one going to number 3, but a fumble there. I do believe it was recovered by North Babylon.
Jason Gwaltney breaks it back over the right side, this time for 65 yards. He's into the end zone for the touchdown.
And Gwaltney, a great day, 42-0. At that point, we see here as number 20, Jeff Hall, he gets his wheels running, a 55-yard touchdown run. That'll put the first 6 points on the board for Northport, and the extra point is up and good. So 7-42. Now they battled back in that part of the game.
Here goes Gwaltney. That's a familiar scene, number 14. Jason Gwaltney had 311 yards on 29 carries and 5 touchdowns in this one. But give Northport credit, they never quit. And here Gwaltney goes in for his 5th touchdown of the day.
And after that point, it looked as if Northport wanted to get their offensive machines rolling. This pass from Rob Gillio, that one goes to Terry Ross, number 84, a 14-yarder. As we see here, he gets that in there for the touchdown. Another 6 points, 13-48.
That was the final score as the Bulldogs keep rolling along.
Today I broke the record, and it's all because these boys behind me. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't even be close. We worked hard whole season, and we got the goal, and it's our program's record, not just one individual.
I just want to say it's great for blocking for a guy who's going to hit the hole as hard as he can every play and go for the end zone every play.
I want to congratulate Jason on his record. I also want to thank Coach Mango for doing a great line with us and never letting us take a break.
We're back on the Elite Sports Forum, and before we get into any divisional play and highlights, I got to say something to Mike Hansen. You have one of the better named players in high school football in
Zach Shaggy.
Zach Shaggy. That is a great name for a high school quarterback. And how about Scooter Berry of North Babylon, the middle linebacker, Wayne?
He's like having a guard in the backfield. He's some blocking back, Greg.
2 great names, Scooter Berry and Zach Shaggy. Before we get to those players, Wayne, let's talk about the West Islip-East Islip rivalry. What a great game this week. West Islip comes out and gives East Islip all they can handle in a real tough game.
You know what? It was a traditional West Islip, East Islip game. 7-7 at halftime. East Islip back Joe Finger breaks a long run in the third period, 14-7 game. But a great played game on both sides.
Andy, those games never surprise anybody. One team could be 7-0, the other team could be 0-7, and it's still a competitive contest. Why is that?
Because I think the two towns are very similar. The communities are a lot alike. They've been playing great games for 30 years. Outstanding rivalry.
What is the series between those two teams right now? It's got to be close.
So right now, West Islip leads the series 13 wins to 9 wins for East Islip, and there's been 3 ties.
That's incredible that you know that. North Babylon, Jason Gwaltney, they just keep running teams over. This week, Gwaltney set a pretty prestigious record. What was it?
Well, this week he broke Barry Baker's record for career touchdowns scored for a Long Island record. Barry had 77. Jason Gwaltney now has 79 career touchdowns.
Now, I know there's been a lot of people out there that are a little concerned that Gwaltney runs the ball in the third and fourth quarter, but we see it differently. We look at it that he's run for a lot of touchdowns against some of the more competitive teams in Division II. How many did he have against East Islip?
He scored 5 touchdowns against East Islip. I think he had 5 against Bellport. You know, he's doing this against West Islip, against Riverhead he had 3. He's doing this against the best teams in Division II.
And it really doesn't matter who he runs against. Wayne, we haven't seen a back of his caliber in quite a long time.
And the amazing thing about it, Greg, he's only a junior. He is a great back.
A little scary when you think that he has 79 touchdowns, a regular season game left. He has at least 1 playoff game. He could have as many as 3 playoff games, and he has all of next year. Can he reach the century plateau in touchdowns?
Oh, I think that's going to be real easy. He could do that if North Babylon plays 4 more games this year. He only needs 21 more touchdowns. He could probably do that in a half.
Now, when you talk to Terry Manning, he doesn't look at records and everything else. And I'll tell you something. Gwaltney showed me a lot this week. It was more about the linemen and the fullbacks out in front of him, Scooter Berry and T.J. Sonnenberg, getting the job done. And he gave a lot of credit to the line. I think that says a lot about Terry Manning and his staff and what Jim Mango has impressed upon the guys, that it's a team effort, that this record belongs to everybody in North Babylon.
You know what, Greg, you're right. Terry's done a great job at North Babylon, bringing in the esprit de corps, so to speak. He makes it a family, that they are dependent on one another, and that's real important.
Now, Andy, you played line in high school. How important is it for a lineman to feel like he's a part of the deal? The center, the tackles, the guards, for them to feel like they're an important part of that running attack?
I don't think most linemen care anything at all about getting credit. They want to see their kids get into the end zone. When their teammates get into the end zone, they know they've done their job. One other thing real quick, I think when you see all these North Babylon kids, Barry Baker before, Ian Smart, these records are a byproduct of their team greatness. I don't think they say we want Jason Gwaltney to score 100 touchdowns. It's a byproduct of the whole team.
When we come back, a revitalized Connecticut football program, and Mike Hansen will tell us all about that, about teamwork and family. Should be a lot of fun. We'll see you in a few minutes.
At Dowling College, we build success stories one student at a time.
I'm here for one thing. I'm here to achieve my goal in life.
The teachers are wonderful. They really know their stuff.
You're going to get the attention from the professor that you wouldn't get in an ordinary college.
They'll do everything they can to get you that job, get you that internship.
And I have 1 more year to go, and it's been a great experience.
I'll be ready to go out into the industry and, be successful.
Now's the time to build your success story. Call 1-800-DOWLING today.
And in Division III at Amityville Memorial High School, Comswag goes to Amityville in a huge tilt to determine a playoff spot.
And Amityville, they started out first. A big pass there. Ooh, just missed in and out of the fingers of Ian Morgan. And another near tip. 0-0 at that point.
And Zach Cleckley throws it to number 3, Billy Pryor, for Comswag. And now Ricky Caceres goes over the right side. Caceres cuts back to the left.
And Caceres has really got some power there. Amityville had some trouble getting him down on the ground.
And a touchdown by Caceres, and the extra point is good, and it's 7-0 Comswag.
Amityville comes back here. A big run gets him close. That one was 11. Ian Morgan again. We see here, get the ball rolling in for a touchdown. That was Darrell Young. A 4-yard run, extra point up by Renzo Garcia.
Comswag comes back. Ricky Caceres cuts it over the left side. He's tackled. Both teams, Charlie, played excellent defense today.
It was a tough game. Both had trouble scoring. Here we see number 31, Darrell Young. Again, a big run there. He had 1 touchdown earlier on and another run here. He gets him close over about the 4-yard line. And again, Darrell Young in for the 4-yard touchdown. That was second of his 2. Extra point by Garcia is up and good.
But Comswag will come back on the attack, and they would score late in this game. And there you see number 7, Kyle Tringer, and he fumbles the ball, and it's picked up by Amityville.
And that ball slapped away. That helped set it up, but Comswag got the ball back.
And there you see Tringer rolls out again. And Ricky Caceres is into the end zone. The all-important extra point is good, and we are going to overtime. And here you see in the overtime, Nick Gomez scores the touchdown, and Comswag wins it 20-14 in overtime over Amityville.
Simple as that. And that was a great team. They played hard too. So I mean, don't take any away from them. 1, 2, 3. Yes!
And it was all heart. When you couldn't go back in, we went back in. We made it happen. We pulled together as a team. We pushed it. We made it.
And in Division I, undefeated William Floyd travels to ever-improving Connecticut, and I'm joined tonight by Mike Hansen, the Connecticut Thunderbirds coach. And here we see Vinnie Trent on a 25-yard punt return into the end zone for Floyd. Matt Korn heads the extra point, and it was 7-0 Colonials.
We played a tough game going against the Conference 1 team. You know, you prepare for these guys. They throw the ball. You know they throw the ball. You go, you think you can handle that, and then they have plays like this where they run the ball on you. You know, they're skills all over the field.
Outstanding skill kids as Floyd took that early lead, but Connecticut never quit.
There's a throw from Zach Shaggy. Oh, there's an interception by Zach Shaggy by tough one return for a touchdown. This one put us down 24-0 early in the second quarter.
And as Matt Korn adds the extra point, but back comes Connecticut.
We fought back with this one. Great catch by Alex St. Nicholas from Zach Shaggy. There's another one run by Zach Shaggy. Zach was great this game. He was 21 for 40 for over 304 yards.
Tremendous young quarterback, tremendous tight end.
This is our first touchdown. Coming back, we scored Brandon Heller. Okay, interception here by Chris Beener. Brings us back to the beginning of the second half. Gave us momentum. We fight back here, score. Now it's 24-21 in the third quarter. Kids fought back hard. They played a great game. This is a late touchdown by our big tight end, Tom Berzine. And a kick by Joe Vitale.
And here you see Andrew Miller, who had 148 yards on the day, into the end zone from William Floyd.
There's a big completion by Zach Shaggy to Alex St. Nicholas for a big first down late in the game. Led to another touchdown by Tom Berzine, our big tight end.
And the final score was 45-28 in favor of Floyd, as they remain undefeated in Division I.
Wow, Connecticut really gave Floyd some game. And Coach Hansen, you guys took him to the third quarter, down 24-21. Zach Shaggy, the man we talked about earlier, had some game. He really did a great job. Had to keep it so close against Floyd. I know most of your games this year have been close. You guys are doing a good job over there. What happened in the Floyd game?
Yeah, we've been a bunch of nail-biters this season. We went down early in the second quarter. We're down 24-0. Kids could have gave up. Kids could have quit. They fought back. Zach completed a touchdown pass to Brandon Heller at the end of the first half. We get a 2-point conversion going to halftime, 24-8. Get a little bit of momentum shift. Defense comes up big in the second half with a couple of turnovers in the third quarter. We get an interception in the first series, return for a touchdown. We get a turnover, turn around for another touchdown. It's 24-21. The kids fought back. They believe, we can do it. We prepared for them. It's just Floyd's a very tough team, and they got a lot of talent. They got talent all over the field. They score on special teams. They score on defense. And like I said, kids stayed tough in the game, but late in the game, it was a little hard to contain their speed.
Now, Floyd's had their way with everybody in Division I this year. You have to be happy with the way the Thunderbirds have played this season. Have they met your expectations this year?
They did. We had a tough loss to start with Sachem. We bounced back. We played Patchogue real tough, the defending Long Island champs. Had them for 3 quarters. Played tough against Smithtown. We had to feel good with what we finished with.
Now, you only lost that game 14-7 at Patchogue. You could have won that game also.
About 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. We're up 7-0. We had them shut out. They beat us for a long pass. Punch went in, get the 2-point conversion, 8-7, and they scored another one late in the game. So it was a real close game, like I said. And they're a physical team, and the kids stepped up to the occasion that time, played well.
Coach, you're doing a great job in that district. Good luck. You got one more game left. Who do you play this week?
We play Melville this week.
So you guys could finish 4-4 with a big win against Melville.
If we can pull it out, we can finish up with a big win against Melville. We'll finish 4-4, which is good. It's a good turnaround for our program.
Now, Andy Slauson, Connecticut has been a powerhouse in years past. When was the last time Connecticut won any sort of a county championship or a Long Island championship? Back in the day, they were pretty good with Chad Bosch.
Well, the last time, 1994, Chad Bosch had left already, but they lost to Massapequa in that great 23-21 game in the Long Island finals. They beat Farmingdale in the 92 finals. They won the Rutgers Trophy in 1989, and they took second in the Suffolk County Large Schools 1990. So they have good history there, Greg.
Watch out for Connecticut in the next coming years. You got Tom Berzine, the tight end. He's a big timer. And Zach Shaggy is back next year. He's only a junior this year. We'll be back with some field hockey clips, some soccer.
We are the Long Island Institute of Professional Studies. As an affiliate of Brooklyn College, we are able to offer more than 20 graduate courses for teachers. We are approved by the New York State Education Department to offer courses to athletic coaches that meet requirements for certification and licensing. Our staff of nearly 50 instructors provide teachers with courses that are accepted in nearly 100 school districts on Long Island and New York City. We have centers in Smithtown, Riverhead, and Nassau County. Practice what you teach. Never stop learning. Call 631-289-5200.
And here we have the Class A Boys Soccer County Championship as Brentwood takes on East Islip, and this game started out hard. Both teams came up defensively. Couldn't really get that close to the net. As you saw, most of the game was played at the midfield, but East Islip was able to come up on the board early. And we see here Brentwood's John Garcia looks to get the ball down and towards the box, but just missed it right there. Brentwood stayed on the attack for most of the first half. They really wanted to get it close, and oh, that one just missed.
Here's East Islip's Joe Prim making his way through the midfield. Finds the back of the net, put East Islip up 1-0.
And Prim got close a few times, but right there he was able to finally put it in. Brentwood came back again, though, feeling the pressure as we went into the second half with East Islip's 1-0 lead. And again, Brentwood chasing the ball there. They wanted to get it close. Here, a near miss, just barely going over the bar. Brentwood got lucky on that one, and now we see them go on the attack.
Loose rebound in front of the goal, finished by Grisalis, tying the score at 1 apiece.
Now with the game tied at 1, pressure came on, and about 20 minutes into that second half, just a near miss there. Brentwood really put the pressure on. But here we see the header from...
Great finish by Espinosa to put Brentwood up 2-1.
And it seems there that East Islip couldn't get anything going, and Brentwood holds on the lead 2-1 to win the county championship Class A, their first championship since 1989.
Congratulations to all the champions in the Catholic High School League. How about Chaminade Boys Soccer and the St. Anthony's girls team? They were 18-0. And Andy Slauson, the Catholic High School football playoffs, they start this week. Of course, St. Anthony's is the top seed in the AAA division, but we have a surprise in the AA division.
St. John's with a 7-1 record is the top seed in AA.
And they're led by Nick Giorgetti, the marvelous quarterback. He's one of the county leaders in touchdown passes, and St. John's should do well in that AA. Wayne Charant, we're going to go to you. We'll defer to you. Explain the power ratings and who looks like they're in and who looks like they're out for the postseason heading into Week 8.
Division 1, Greg, right now we have Longwood and Pat Med tied for power points. Longwood plays Comac, basically a win, and they're in. Division 2, Bellport plays Riverhead. Bellport loses, they're out. East Islip with a win would be in for the 4th place team. We have West Babb and North Babb playing for 1st and 2nd place. In Division 3, Huntington Sayville. Loser out, winner in. And in Division 4, Glenn has to win to get in. Mount Sinai plays Babylon. That's going to be for the 2nd and 3rd seed. They will probably play each other the following weekend.
And we have that twice in the playoffs. Mount Sinai Babylon could play 2 weeks in a row, the season finale and the semifinal in Division 4. And North Babylon will host West Babylon this week. No matter what happens in that game, in all likelihood, they'll meet again next week. The winner of that game will be the host for the first playoff game. Is that right, Andy?
That's right, and that should be a tremendous game, Greg.
Riverhead, I'm sure, will be very interested to see who wins that game. And right now, for another West Islip, East Islip rivalry, we're going to check out some girls field hockey.
PET helps your doctor identify your disease even before it's visible through other imaging procedures and can change the way your doctor cares for you. BAB Radiology has offices in Huntington, East Northport, Hauppauge, Bayshore, Babylon, and Shirley. Our teams of radiologists are board certified and accept most insurances. For information regarding PET scanning or our open MRIs, please call 1-866-222-HELP.
And in a Suffolk County Class A field hockey quarterfinal game, West Islip travels to undefeated East Islip. These two teams are rivals in everything from hopscotch to football to field hockey. And after an early goal by Alyssa Konchelik, East Islip took the early 1-0 lead. And let's look at some further action from this game as East Islip advanced to the semifinals of the Suffolk County playoffs.
A lot of shots on goal, a lot of corners, a lot of offensive opportunity, and it's about just cleaning up the forwards.
I thought we played really well. We could have put more shots in the net. We
had a lot of opportunities too, and we didn't finish so much. West Islip put up a big game, but we got in first.
Well, that'll do it for the Elite Sports Forum. I'm Greg Sarah of Newsday Sports, and what a show it's been. We've had a lot of fun. Thanks, Wayne. Mike Hansen, you were a great guest. We loved having you. Great job with the T-Birds. Good luck in the future. Andy Slauson, as usual, a great job. We'd also like to thank the Long Island Professional Studies Group, Dr. Frank Segreto in Elite Sports Medicine, Barry Landis Productions. They'll be out there shooting the Catholic High School football games and all the public playoff games. Should be a great week, the last week of the regular season. We'll see you next week. Back in the game.
Get back in the game.